guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is one that I am super excited about. Let me tell you, I went on a mission for this product. Today we're going to be talking about the brand new Makeup Revolution 𝗟𝗧𝗦 collab. This is from the 𝗟𝗧𝗦 line. I got the 𝗦𝗢𝗧 palette. I went to 3 different Ultas looking for this one. This first one, they had the needs, but they couldn't find the box for the 𝗦𝗢𝗧. And then the next one I went to, they were sold out. Finally, I tracked one down. I have been trying to get my paws on this for forever now. I missed the launch on the Ulta site and then it sold out pretty quickly, but if you guys are still looking for it and you're not able to find it at your local Ulta, it is a permanent product, so that's like the upside for this. It is still available on Makeup Revolution, at least the last time that I checked. This does retail for $20, but if you are purchasing it at Ulta, Revolution is a drugstore brand, so it does qualify for the $3.50 off a $15 coupon that Ulta always has on their site. I'm not sure if it's still going on, but I know recently Ulta did have 20% off as well. This palette retails for only $20, so even without the coupon, it is still a stellar deal because $20 for 24 shadows, definitely a bargain. So here is the outer packaging. Then on the back, you have her gorgeous face here, 𝗟𝗟𝗦. Oh, just kidding. Right here, and then a display of the shades. More than anything, I was just super excited to support 𝗟𝗟𝗦. I have been watching her forever. I love that. She is super creative. She's a mom. She's just amazing. I've been loving watching her vlog channel. I think her family is just so sweet, and it's just always nice to come across someone who's just so genuine. I think on camera, you can just tell that even if you met her in person, she would just be someone that you would just want to hug and squeeze. So I was super excited to support her collab. So here is the actual product. It's just this really pretty blush pink palette. It is plastic, and then the font is just in rose gold. On the back, you just have a black label. The mirror in this thing is massive. I mean, you can just do your whole face in this. I'm sure if you guys are watching this video, then you're also huge fans of Emily, so you've probably already seen her swatch video, the story behind all the shades, but just in case, I just want to go ahead and give y'all a quick peek at all of the shades in here. I think it is such a great assortment of colors. Whether you're going for an everyday look or a smoky look, I will definitely be getting a ton of use out of this year, especially during the fall, because I think there's some gorgeous kind of like jewel toned type of shades that are just perfect for the fall season. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. All right, so I did already go ahead and prime my lids. I just used the CoverGirl Lock It eyeshadow primer. That's the same primer that I've been using for months now. I love it. My camera wasn't recording, surprise, surprise, but I did go in with the shade The Cream, which is just this really nice matte kind of off-white shade right here. I used the Sigma, I believe it's the E50, yeah, just a large fluff brush, and I kind of just packed that on all over my lid just to kind of set my primer into place. So starting off, I think we will go in with the shade Midwest, which is right here. I love that the names are on the actual palette rather than on, you know, like the color sleeve. That drives me crazy. I hate that. Just because if you lose that, I mean, not that you have to have the names, but personally for me, I feel like that's part of the fun of a palette, is seeing the names of each shade. So I'm just taking Midwest and I'm going to buff this right into the crease and lightly pull it up. Just a really pretty kind of like soft brown type of orange. Also, I know my brow tail, I like tried to force it to go up some, but I snipped a little bit too much off of it. Okay, and then we're also gonna take a little bit of Laugh Cry down here, which that one looks like it has a little bit more coral in it, but it looks very nice. So I'm gonna take some of that, and right on top of Midwest, I'm going to apply that color. Okay, just to deepen it up a little bit more, let's go in with, I'm between Pi Phi and Cheer, but Cheer just looks so pretty. I love anything that has like a touch of red or burgundy in it, especially for fall. I'm so ready for fall weather. It has been so ridiculously humid and hot here. Landon came downstairs the other day and like looked at the thermostat for the outside temperature, and he was like, wow, this is the coolest it's been all summer, and it said 95 degrees. I was like, I am so over it. It's disgusting and muggy out. This one is the Morphe M503. I like it just because it's still fluffy, but it kind of has somewhat of a paddle shape. So when you have hooded eyes, it just like fits right into that socket really nicely. Okay, so just grabbing a blending brush, I'm just going to quickly kind of smooth everything out. The more I look at this palette, I'm like, do I want to save corduroy for my lower lash line and smoke it out with that and kind of keep everything plummy and gold on the top? There's so many different colors I can't make up my mind, but I also keep looking at 𝗠𝗠𝗧. I think I am just going to take a touch of that for the outer corner just because I really like plummy shades, especially if you have brown eyes like me. I think it just really helps to make them pop. So we're just going to take a little bit of that and just apply it to the outer corner. Oh, this brush is kind of scratchy. I used to love this brush, but right now it feels very pokey. Okay, so far I'm not having any issues with like any shades getting muddy or weird. Everything seems to be blending pretty well. Fortunately, my eyebrows are just looking crazy today. Okay, so we're just gonna pick up a little bit of corduroy, and I guess we're just gonna place that here and kind of blend it into the plum. And then I think I'm going to reserve the middle and the inner corner for like a fun metallic shade. So just placing it first and then lightly pulling it in. Ooh. That color combo is pretty. Kind of gives me like peacock vibes. We'll go in and darken it up more, but now I want to go in with our shimmery shade, and I'm thinking I'm going to go in with Toy Story. Yeah, that's really pretty. It's just this light gold right here. So just like with pretty much every other shimmer shade, I always like to use my finger. I just feel like I get the best color impact that way. So I'm just taking my finger and pressing that right onto the inner corner. I'm going to go ahead and place it on top of the green because then I'll go in with another shade just to kind of help blend those two together. And then going back into corduroy, I'm just going to begin packing this color a little bit more just so we can intensify it some. I apologize, I just realized I forgot to turn my mic back on. So obviously there was still audio, but it just wasn't quite as clear. It may have been a little bit of echo, but let's get back to it. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and go in and deepen up the outer corner even more. So I'm using this shade right down here called Dark and Early. It's just kind of a smoky black. And I'm going to mix that with 𝗠𝗠𝗧. That way it still has that plum quality and it's not just like a straight up black. It's like a blackened plum. Okay, so same thing on this side. And I'm just lightly flicking it out, just a touch. Go back in with Top Story. I think I called this Toy Story earlier because I was just talking about corduroy. My bad, it's definitely Top Story. And then I like to press just a little bit of corduroy right on top of that gold. That way it kind of like goes from a gold to a really, really light green and then into that really rich jade green. Like a nice gradient effect. Ooh, I'm liking that. All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and apply my foundation and then I will be right back with y'all to smoke out the lower lash line. All right, so I am also testing out a new foundation today. So far, I think I really like the way that it looks. The only thing is my face smells like watermelon, which is really interesting. Let me know if you guys would like to see a video demoing all of the new Tutti Frutti products, or I guess Tutti Frutti line from Too Faced. I have to say the packaging of the entire line is super, super cute. I'm going in with one of the Vinyl Eyes Glossy Gel Eyeliner in the shade Serpent. This is from Flower Beauty. It's just a retractable eyeliner. I haven't used this specific shade before, but I thought, oh yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a perfect match to go with corduroy. So I'm just going to line my waterline, and then I just like to intentionally kind of like drag it down onto my lower lash line too, just to create that kind of smoky base. I'm just going to grab this small Morphe brush and pick up some of corduroy and smudge this. Do I want to do green? Well, I guess I have to now because I already started. I'm gonna do corduroy, and I think I'm actually gonna mix it with a little bit of Side Hustle, which is that really pretty kind of shimmery forest green. And then finally, I'm just going to take a touch of Oh Heavens and just barely tap some of that into my inner corners because I can't help it. I just can't resist an inner corner highlight. All right, I'm gonna quickly go curl my lashes and I think pop on some lashes, and I will return with final thoughts. All right, so here is the final look. Definitely let me know down below what y'all think of it. I personally really like it. I think it's definitely appropriate for fall. I like the smokiness of the greens and the plums. So overall thoughts on the actual palette, I really like that a lot of the shadows are buildable. They're not shadows that like, well, not, I can't say for all the shades obviously, but out of the shades that I used, they're not shades that just bam in your face right away. I think it's a very nice palette for both beginners and people that have been dabbling in makeup for a while, because while they're not super pigmented right off the bat, they definitely are buildable without getting muddy or patchy, which I think that's definitely a lot more user friendly. Sometimes when you get palettes or shadows that are really pigmented, once you place the color, you can't really blend it out. But as you can see from like corduroy, I could definitely start that off softer, but then gradually build it up deeper and deeper. If I wanted that to be deeper, I could just go in and lightly pack more on with my fingers. I'm definitely going to do a tutorial, I think later this fall, doing kind of like an all matte look using this shade, just because it is so pretty. I think it's like the perfect tone of green to where if you have like brown eyes like myself, it really helps to pull out those flecks of like gold and green in your eyes. I really like to Laugh Cry. This is, instead of just like a traditional like warm orange that you see in a lot of palettes these days, this is kind of like a matte coral salmon type of shade. That one was really nice as well. I'm super excited though to go in and use some more of these metallics. Wow, Good Vibes looks stunning. I always love a really nice metallic rose gold. But if you guys would like to see more tutorials using this palette, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Let me know down below. Overall, I have to say, out of the shadows that I experimented with today, I would definitely give it a thumbs up. $20 for this big of a palette. The mirror in this thing is freaking massive, but more than anything, it's so fun to support just like a genuinely kind and good person. Oh no, I just got stuff all over it. I do really like that the palette is plastic, just because it's much easier to keep cleaner and wipe down. Plus, like I said, the price point is so great. So yeah, let me know down below if you guys have picked up this palette. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already joined the fam, I would love for you guys to subscribe. That way we can hang out more in the future. I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.